Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to another episode of Greenhell Console Survival Tips. Thank you so much for joining us yet again. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. Definitely enjoy showing you the ins and outs of this game. And whether you are a brand new console player who's just started playing, or somebody who's been playing a long time, thank you so much for joining us. Let's get to it. What do you say? And as the title implies, we are gonna go pick ourselves up the Grappling Hook Gun. I'm going to go ahead and let this burn out. I'm going to eat this meat. It's going to lower our sanity a little bit. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I went ahead from last night, before I went to bed, I picked up the tapir meat that we cooked in the very last episode. But let's go on and and I've got these orange cap mushrooms on us right here. Let's go ahead and make good use of those. They're going to expire in a couple minutes. Let's drink this water. Hopefully we can get 2 sips out of it without needing to use. No, it's going to get us...
Disgusting.
Yeah, had a feeling it would. Whenever it's dirty like that, there's almost 100% chance of you getting parasites. And that's a shame, but that's okay. Where we're going, there's usually some blue mushrooms down here as well. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and follow the path down this way. And it's going to get a little scary because there is one or more caiman down here. So you definitely want to tackle this kind of early on in the day. It's now 7 a.m. The first time I ever did this, it was about 2 a.m. And it was not an enjoyable experience for me whatsoever. I didn't die, and hopefully we won't die, in this episode here. But it's just the fear of death sometimes is enough. And I was a new player at the time, so not a good time to be, not a fun time exploring a new area. Okay, so we got a new spot on the map. Hopefully we got the climbing gear. I'm just kidding. We used it in the last episode. All right, and let's go ahead and climb down. And speaking of the last episode, if you haven't seen the other... I'll wait for that to stop. If you haven't seen the other episodes of Console Survival Tips in my series, I'll go ahead and put a playlist up there that you can check out. This is going to be episode 15. So there's 14 other episodes before this, especially the first 3 or 4. Gosh, they are critical in surviving in this game on the hardest difficulty. And that's what Greenhell Console Tips hard mode means. We play it at the most difficult level. And that means permadeath, basically. Permadeath is bad. It means once you die, the game is over. So hopefully that won't happen. That'll be very embarrassing. Now, the best indicator on where to go to get this gun, and this is not story mode. This is in survival mode. You have to do a different thing in story mode. A different way of getting it. And all those rivets, you want to be careful. You don't want to pick those guys up. I'm going to pick some of these up. Let's make sure we're not overweight. And what you want to do is just head due south as best you can. And, I mean, if we run into some caiman, we're going to get a little crazy. So, you know what? Here's a good indicator as well. So what you want to do, and I'm going to jot my location down, my coordinates. We're at 2527. So we just want to maybe go, gosh, southeast-ish just a little bit. Maybe southeast-ish just a little bit. We're at 2527. Just try to stay in that general 27-ish range. But let's go a little easty. Yeah, a little easty. And again, there's going to be stuff in here that's going to look like caiman all over the place. So be prepared for that. Did you hear that? I heard that. I thought I heard that. Yep. There she is. Okay, there she is. All right. I had a feeling I heard somebody hissing at us. So this might make life just a little bit easier. I guess she's going to walk under the water. Let's wait until... Let's not get below the mangrove tree. And you got to headshot this gal twice. At least with the new Spirits of Amazonia update. You might still only have to headshot her once. in the console, but hopefully this will make our lives a little bit easier. So I had mentioned let's go a little southeasty, and let's keep that bow out just in case. So we've taken care of her. Normally it's not that easy. That's what you call a stroke of luck. I'm still going to keep an eye out for caiman because honestly, I haven't spent a lot of time out here. I mainly spend it in areas with a lot of land because I'm a builder. I do like to play survival, but I'm also a builder at the same time. So there's not a lot of land out here to build on, so I don't spend a lot of time out here. And you see those logs below me? Whew. Can you imagine if we hadn't have taken care of her? See how everything looks like a caiman? Yeah. Okay, this might be the spot. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just keep going south. And if it's a problem, we can take a detour. And we can actually get the map. Okay, this might be it. Let's take a look. Ooh, I'm going to get this. Huh? Oh, there's a tortoise. You know what I will do? What a stroke of luck. Let's get this tortoise. And we can always use this as a cooking vessel if we need to, or when we need to, I should say. Let's get rid of the meat. Don't destroy all. Whoops, don't destroy all, just destroy that. And I'm going to let the rain do its job and just wash us off. That notebook thing is kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. There we go. And I'm just being very careful so as not to pick up any of those colorful frogs. Those will end you, especially when you're exploring and you don't have a place to go to. Don't run into that. Here we go. 2531 is where we're at. We have this poor gentleman here. His loss is our gain. We'll go ahead and pick up the grappling gun. Now, another area of note is going to be, I think it's directly south of here. We'll go southwestish. There's the grappling gun. Woohoo! We got it. I'm going to go southwestish. Ugh, you know, you never know if there's another caiman out here. I really don't know how the spawns work out here. So it's like I'm playing the game brand new all over again. It's exciting. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. I want my feet on dry land again, please. Of course, dry land means the caiman can get you. These little stinkers. But on dry land, yes, the caiman can get you, whereas in the water, she cannot. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Nailed. Really stuck the landing on that one. Okay. So let's go ahead. These are the blue mushrooms I had mentioned. There's a couple trees out over on the west side of this map area. And we are overweight. So let's just go ahead and eat this icky guy. We'll eat these mushrooms. They're going to give us some sanity back that we don't crazy need, but it's nice to have. This door only works in story mode. You are probably, and again, watch out what you pick up off the ground. Sometimes, yep, you find some empty cans here, and things of that nature. Various sundry items. But another thing should be in here. If memory serves, you're going to have MREs, a nice bed to sleep on. Let's see. Tea. I love my tea. Wait. Oh, canned milk. I love canned milk. It's almost as good as canned cheese. Canned beef is third. Some interesting notes, but more importantly, we got the map, baby. This is where we came from. We were up over here. We came down through here. We swam south, and then we went kind of southwestish, and this is where we're at right now, what is called Camp Omega, affectionately. Okay, so we've got everything that we need in this area. We could use a sip of water. I mean, I could drink some canned milk. That sounds appetizing. Just kind of looking around. Let's get a little bit of the energon back. Just a little bit. Eat that. Ever diligent for snakes. Let's get a nice heavy sip of water. And this is
Disgusting.
dirty water again.
Ugh.
Dirty water, so don't be surprised when you get parasites. Just make sure you have some parasite killers on you. And now that we are here, we're going to set another like little nomadic staging area. Hashtag hamnat on that one. I love that term. Over here so that we can kind of branch out into other areas. And the fact that we have, our grappling hook gun is fantastic. So I think what I'll do is we'll just kind of build off of this. Like so. Oh, I had the sweet spot and everything. There we go. Okay, so another thing that you should always do, since we have a vessel, let's go ahead and set it down. And I like to set it down and confirm that it's filling up with water. Yep, there we go. The only reason I'm saying that, gotta wet my whistle. The only reason I'm saying that is when you're so close to little awnings and stuff like that, you want to make sure that it's not, covering it. So, oh my gosh, you want to make sure that it's not covering it so that you're getting water. And now, look at that, 5 hydration, and we are going to get more. So let's get her started. We have so much stuff on us. Oh my god, let's destroy. Not destroy stack, but destroy the unknown nut spoiled. And I'm going to eat one of these. We don't need it, but I'm going to lower my weight a little bit. Look at that. Because I know carrying these, it's going to get heavy and our axe is about to break.
Stupid piece of shit.
Jake, it was not a stupid piece of boo-boo. It was a good axe, and it served us well. Alright, there we go. We need those. Yep, we're still doing good. I'll pick this one up, too, because we're going to need that. And here's one long stick. I just want to make sure that I don't lose these. There's the other one. I'll just set these right here. And then we will find... Do we have any rocks on us? We do. Let's just make a basic stone axe, because I don't know how plentiful the rocks are in this area. I do see some stones in the surrounding area, so my first guess would be fair. However, I don't want to go around looking for them right now. I'd rather confirm that when I don't need them instead of searching like crazy for them. It's kind of like buying a car or looking for a job. Don't ever look for one when you don't, when you need one. Always look for that stuff when you don't need one. And just find something better. That's right. Console survival tips and life lessons courtesy of the gamer. The unkempt gamer, if I may. And I should, so there's no confusion. Let's see here. We'll go with the palm roof, and you know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Whoa, no. You hear that thud sound a second ago? That's because I was hitting this. If you hear a sound like that, stop. There we go. Love that bone blade. Bone blade is an amazing weapon in the game, but it's also an outstanding cutting tool. Love bone blades. So effective. Very underutilized weapon / tool in the game. I always have a bone blade with me. Bone blade or a metal blade. Don't get me wrong, if all you can get is a stone blade, those are great too. I'm going to wrestle up the rest of these. Here we go. Set this down right here. And you know what? Let's have everything in one place. Let's just drink that so it'll keep filling up as it fills us up. And what I like to do, of course, you're going to want to put down a bed. I mean, we don't need, you know what? Now that I think about it, we don't need a bed. Why would we waste our time with that? We've got places to sleep inside. So I'm going to put this right here, and let's get started on this. We'll harvest one of these, because we got plenty of sticks on the ground. Let's see. Here we go. Ah, and a small stick. Look at that. How are we doing on arrows, by the way? 9? You know what? I always like to have 10 on me. Let's go ahead and make that happen. 2 bird feathers and a small stick. And I can't stress it enough. If you haven't seen the rest of this series, I mean, if you want to watch the rest of this video, by all means, please do. I'd really appreciate it. But make sure you watch the whole series. The first couple of episodes are really good because I start out, like right now, sure, you're gaining some knowledge, but those first, I would say maybe 4, 5, 6 episodes, especially the first 3, I don't have anything. I start out with nothing. So it's a great way to find out how to survive on the highest difficulty. Now, I will say this. I mean, definitely watch the others, you know, the remaining 11 or however many are left. Reason being because we do some more advanced stuff as well. You know, things like finding maps, things like building armor. Well, we kind of build the armor the first couple days. But if you notice, I don't exactly just have bone armor. I've got metal armor, baby. And some Dilla armor. I like having this on my legs because it looks kind of like shin guards. It's good stuff. All right, there we go. So now that we have that, I wish I'd... Oh, wait, we've got this. Okay, fabulous. So we could get a fire started if we wanted to. Not a problem. And what do I have on me? Obsidian spear, tribal spear. Okay, we're doing really good with our weapons, so we're going to be just fine. So next, I think what I'll do, we'll just go ahead because in about 2 game hours, which is probably going to be about 10 minutes, it's going to start getting dark. Gosh, got enough dry leaves on you, gamer? I think so. I think not. All right. Excellent. And let's see if we can do this. So we've got this tortoise shell filled with water. Instead of drinking it, can we... Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, will it let us... Yes, it will. It'll let us cook with it. And I've shown in previous videos, but just so you see this, if you eat this unknown mushroom raw, you get 2 carbohydrates, whoop-de-doo, 10 energy, which is nice, and -2 parasites, which is really nice because that means you can drink water out in the field without having to worry about having clean water on you. However, if you mix this with a soup, clean water, and a mushroom in a tortoise shell, a coconut shell, metal pot, whatever, look at this magic. Of course, you're going to get hydration, but 15 energy instead of 10, and then you get your -2 parasites still and your 2 carbohydrates. Nice little bump. Nice little bump. How are we doing on bandages, tobacco? We could use another lily dressing. And you know what? I really want... Ah, okay, that's not how you cut that down. Don't do as I say, not as I do. Let's get rid of this. And we don't need... You know what? Let's just keep the bone here, just in case. Let's move some stuff around really quickly. Because this will fit. There we go. It's just about playing musical Tetris. I mean chairs. And I could have sworn I saw some molineria around here. Oh, looking at our sanity in the bottom left. It's not horrible, but it's not perfect. So these nice little mushrooms right here, they give you 5 carbohydrates, but 1 sanity. That might not seem like much, but an extra little boost of 3 sanity is nice. You know, 5 is what you get with a lot of meats. So just to kind of give you an idea. Not going to ever turn these down. Hydration and carbs. Mainly eat those for hydration. Ah, here we go. And that's doo-doo right there. That's great for fertilizer. Oh, I'm going to show you another use for doo-doo too. I learned this one really just playing around. Okay, that sounds bad. I learned it. I wasn't playing it. Well, I guess I was playing around with it, but not like that. I was just trying to experiment. Okay, that sounds almost as bad. What you know what I mean? The gardening update had just came out, so there was doo-doo. So I found out that you could eat it. That was one of the first things I tried. Not a good idea. Here, look at. Oh, it's like 2 protein, -10 sanity, and 2 food poisoning or something, or 2 parasites, something like that. But you can also, when the gardening update comes out in console, you can use it for that, or. Watch this. You can use it as fuel. Look at that. Aren't you glad you joined? Yeah. You just came to see me pick up the grappling hook gun, but you're learning so much more in this episode. All right, so let's craft this. That way we have 2 of each. I mean, do we need 2 of each? No. But why not, right? There we go. Speaking of things that you can use as fuel, you can also use feathers. I'm not going to, but you can. And you can also use rope right there. So those are a couple other uses that you can have for it. I always do this when I first get here, and I took a little while because I had some important stuff I wanted to show y'all. Where's your buddy? There's your buddy on the log. Thank goodness. Peace and quiet. So don't ever turn these mice down, by the way. I know there's a small amount of protein, but they cook really quickly. Almost, I think these and snakes cook the quickest. And it's a tasty little snack. So you see my carbs and my hydration. I can always use these, but these fruits go bad a lot quicker than these mushrooms do. Just eat those. Gives you a nice little boost. Are we getting ready to lose some of these? I think we're getting ready to... Yep, look at that. 0.7 seconds left. See, I didn't need all those fats, but I ate them, and we're good to go. The reason I picked up these water lilies, watch this. I'll eat one. -2 food poisoning and 5 carbs. So it's always nice to have at least one of those if you accidentally eat some rotten meat. Like maybe this is rotten and I don't notice it because I'm colorblind. And I eat it and boom. So our sanity is almost perfect, so this is a bad example. Our proteins aren't low, but they're not perfect either. Watch this. You eat the mouse meat, 5 energy, 12 proteins. Gives you a little energy boost. Sorry, I said sanity. Gives you a little energy boost. And you can continue working throughout the day. So let's tend to the fire real quick. Oh, and there's a Molinadilla right there. Perfect. There we go. And the one downside to this area is that there really isn't any protein other than the caiman. Any significant sources of protein. You have to go a little bit further than that. Now I'm cutting this heart of palm down because, and I've showed this in previous episodes. Oh, we got leeches on us. 45 carbohydrates and 20 hydration. So that's like having another Biden almost in your pack. I like to get near the fire, hide the armor. There we go. And we are good to go. How are we doing? We're doing great. So let's pull up the map. We are right here. We have been to over here. This is where we got the, if you'd like to write down the coordinates here, what is that? 3125 or 2531. I think technically is how it will show up on the watch. Yep, 2531. That's how it would show up on the watch. That's where we went and got the grappling gun. And what we're going to do, we're down here right now. In the very next episode, we're going to kind of branch out a little bit. Now that we have our nice little staging area, I'll show you one little area. or the grappling gun is useful, and we'll take aim, well, not literally, figuratively, we will take a look at a cool village that is not far away from here. But if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And before you go, I want to say this. At the very end of this, you're going to see cards at the end that are going to show either the next episode of Console Survival Tips or another brand new episode that I've recently come out with in another greenhell series. So check those out if you have time. Also, in that same area, there's going to be Console Survival Tips playlist if you didn't click on the playlist link earlier. With that out of the way, I wish you happy building, safe building, and many blessings. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Take care.